There are people of the land, and there are people of the sea. The people of Narragansett Bay are people of the sea. People who have lived for centuries with a terror from the deep, slate gray like the fog, a prehistoric creature beyond the imagination. He is King Quahog, the Big Q, the clam monster of Wickford.
Loch Ness, the Yeti, Paris Hilton. Through the ages, there have been creatures beyond imagination, and yet their existence remains tenacious, as if to remind us mere mortals that what we know is but a pinch of what there is to be known in a universe still too vast to comprehend. Hello, I'm Dr. Fenster McAdams, and on this episode of Science Mysteries, is there a giant clam hiding beneath the waters of Narragansett Bay? Or, as some suggest, are the people of Wickford, Rhode Island, cynically seeking to boost a local economy that has failed to remain competitive with this new global age?
Yes, I swim with it every morning. It rises up from below and presses itself against my nakedness.
When I was inside it, I had this peaceful feeling. It was almost like I was sad when it spit me out.
Oh, it was so big. It created this vast shadow and obstructed the sun. Oh, swallowed the captain in an instant. Stop crying, you loser. You're on camera.
Of course there is no big clam. This is typical American oakum.
Excuse me?
Oakum. Oakum.
I can't understand what you're saying.
This is bullshit, okay?
Evidence of the monster clam dates back centuries. This piece of slate is an ancient sketch by the local Narragansett Indians. It shows a huge mollusk devouring hundreds of men, women, and children. The Indian word for clam is quahog. In modern times, Wickfordians have come to call this creature from beneath the Big Q. Ned Squamish is a local fisherman who claims to have spent time in the belly of the beast.
When it spit me out, I must have been ejected over 100 feet into the air. Yeah. Don't go clamming no more. Don't even eat chowder. No, sir.
Robert DuPont is a visiting professor at the University of Rhode Island's School of Oceanography.
The Big Q did not sink the Titanic. It was the iceberg.
Excuse me?
The iceberg. The clams are small, frightened little creatures that they burrow under the sea floor. They got to be 4 inches.
Excuse me?
4 inches.
I'm sorry.
I only wear a watch. You see, the Big Q meets me every morning promptly at 6:11 a.m.
Cindy Stevens, a Wickford florist, is a fearless skinny dipper. Every morning she claims to rendezvous with the giant mollusk.
I heard there used to be sacrifices here. They used to take a virgin and sacrifice her to the King Quahog. You know, I sometimes wish I had lived in those times.
This is the only alleged visual evidence of the Big Q. Taken by an amateur filmmaker in 1938, it shows the destruction of the skiff, Clam Happy, owned by Harvey Halfshell Newman.
Well, I would say the clam, from looking at this bite, would be probably 10,000 pounds.
It was big, like a whale, but had this strange, horrific sound, like it just was horrible.
Lisa and Terry Manning were honeymooning at Narragansett Bay.
All of a sudden, total darkness. Oh yeah, and it opened its mouth, sucked the captain right in. I swear, if you don't stop it, I'm going down to the pharmacy and get you some sedatives. You know, I feel kind of guilty saying this, but I saw the raw power of nature. It's kind of exciting.
You're going to subtitle this interview, aren't you?
Can you say the word mollusk?
Pardon?
Mollusk. Can you say the word mollusk?
What? What do you want me to say, mollusk? Oh, because it is funny, right? I hope you eat shit and die. I cannot wait to go back to Paris. You silly Americans with your idiotic television, your idiotic food, and your idiotic politics. I hope there really is a big giant clam, and it comes to devour your entire country and shits all of you out of its ass.
In Wickford, the terror of the Big Q is not often in evidence, but exploitation of their clam monster is, well, shameless. Wickfordians celebrate their creature in every way possible. So what, they seem to say, if every so often it eats someone.
There are over 15,000 different species of clams worldwide, but I dare say none the size of the legend here in the seaside hamlet of Wickford, Rhode Island. Call him the King Quahog, call him the Big Q, whatever. If this daunting clam does exist, it would make for one very prodigious bowl of chowder. For Science Mysteries, I'm Professor Fenster McAdams.
Big Q t-shirts, get them here. Going fast, Big Q t-shirts. Biggest clam around. Look at this quahog. Come on, Big Q t-shirts. Right here, Big Q.
You are not what they say you are. You are all you can be. Quahog, quahog, creature beyond time, creature of the sea.